Kaustubhs hacking tutorial. Kaustubh here, and this video is about the basic of TCP IP and TCP IP transfer protocol, and about the handshake, three-way handshake and four-way handshake, and basic video of, you can say, communication or basic networking video. Our disclaimer is as previous. This tutorial is for educational purpose only, and it's not intended to be put on practices unless you are authorized to access the system you are trying to break into. Okay, so let's have a look at TCP/IP basics and basic of packet and protocol and everything. So what is TCP/IP? TCP/IP is a language of internet. Like we are communicating in English, Hindi, Marathi, and Egyptian and everything. Like PCs communicate with the language of TCP and UDP and kind of some other protocol. So we can say the TCP/IP is a language of internet. It's a two-layer program. The higher level is TCP and lower level is IP. TCP manages to fragment or to deassemble the file or message in a proper way and manage to uh, receive at other end and to reassemble the file or message and to deliver the last person, or you can say destination. And lower level manages source and destination addresses and protocol version, and we will cover almost everything related to this in in upcoming slides. So almost everything uses TCP/IP. Just like we can say our mobile are using also TCP/IP connection. Everywhere we are using TCP/IP. Where the security or we can say proper communication matters, there is TCP and IP, or we can say structured tra transaction is happening. We can say everywhere is TCP/IP. And moreover, we can say that it's a heart of internet or extranet. It's a heart of communication, we can say, in computer term. So let's have a basic understanding what is TCP/IP. Here is a raw example I had drawn in real time. It's a real time example, and then we will correlate this example with TCP/IP. Suppose Park want to send a message to Alex. So what is the procedure? Park will bring a envelope and writes the address of Alex, and form address is from Park. Then envelope will packed and it will send to post office. Then from post office it will go to another post office, and from another post office the post delivery guy will deliver this postcard to Alex, and finally Alex is able to read the card. So exactly the same happen with TCP/IP. So let's see what the TCP/IP detail means. What is TCP/IP is different from each other. As we earlier discussed, TCP and IP both are different terms. So TCP/IP is obviously different. So let's have a look at TCP. What is TCP? And then we will have a look on IP. Here is the TCP details. What TCP contain? It contains a source port, destination port. It contains a sequence number, the packet sequence number, acknowledgement number, offset, 1 byte is reserved, and flags. Flags, here I want to take a stop. Flags is kind of, we can say, priorities of packets, or we can say communication type. There are 6 types of flags, like push, urgent, reset, fin, acknowledgement, and sin. So each flag have their own meaning. As okay, let's go through the proper in sequentially. So source port and destination port. Suppose I had say start a request from my browser. So obviously the source port and with protocol HTTP. So obviously the source port of my packet will be 80 and destination port will be 80. So for protocol, or we can say service ports are defined, and that is what source port and destination port. So sequence number. What is sequence number? Sequence number is a packet number, we can say. Suppose in TCP/IP there are too many packages are transmitting to each over the systems or over the internet. To trace which packet is exactly matching with which for this correlation sequence number and acknowledgement number got used. Then again offset and 1 bit is reserved, and flags. Again flags, flags are, as I told you, there are 6 types of flags: push, urgent, syn, fin, reset and acknowledgement. So let's take an example of every flag. Syn, the syn stands for synchronize. What synchronize flag do? Synchronize start the connection with host. Then related to sync there is an acknowledgement flag. So if I send the syn flag to host B, I will receive a acknowledgement from host B that I had received your synchronized request. So these are the syn and act flag. This is the uses of syn and act flag. Then to finalize the connection we use the fin flag. Fin stands for final. Then when we are pinging with system and suddenly we skip the ping using control C, at that time our system send the reset flag that I want to terminate this connection. So at that time reset flag is used. Then push flag and urgent flag. Urgent flag send the packet at priority, and push flag doesn't care for its if the stack of packet or size of packet got fulfilled or not. So if push flag is set, packet will send as it is. So this is how the TCP work. Now we are moving to IP. Here the credit for this image goes to nmap.org. I got this image from nmap. It's a very detailed explained image I found ever. So what IP contain? IP contains the version number. As we know there are two versions of IP version 6 and IP version 4. So it contains the version of IP, then protocol, which protocol is used for ping, its ICMP. There are TCP and UDP, IGRP. Here is a detailed explanation. You can go to nmap and check. I'm just concentrating on most important things, we can say. Here are few important things are like source address, destination address. So source address is your address which is initiating, and destination address is target address where we want to go. And header checksum is a whole checksum of package. So if you had been gone through the detailed forensic of TCP IP, you will found some packet are corrupted. So checksum will maintain the header. Checksum will maintain the packet. Means what was its initial checksum and what is now. According to that, they will sync the packet. Then fragmentation offset. So this defines whether the packet should fragmented or not. Here are IP flags. Here it says 0x40 do not fragment and 0x20 more fragment. So these are the IP flags. So okay, so I think we had covered the TCP IP in detail. Now let's move to three-way handshake. Before moving that, assume that our client name is Iron Man and our server name is Thor. So we will explain a filmy way how three-way handshake will communicate between Iron Man and Thor. Here our server is Thor and Iron Man is our client. So let's see how it works. Iron Man as a client want to request to Thor a connection. So what happened? Iron Man will send a syn flag to Thor, then Thor will send a syn and act flag to Iron Man, and then again Iron Man will send a syn flag to act flag to Thor. This is how the three-way communication will three-way handshake will work. So server A, here is a server A will send a syn flag to server B. Again server B acknowledge with syn and act flag, and again act flag is got sent. So this is how the three-way handshake works in real time. I just make it easy. I just make this filmy to make communication easy. Okay, so in interview usually people ask what is a four-way handshake, and so many guys fails to answer this. So here I had taken four-way handshake also. As we had started the communication between Thor and Iron Man, so assume that the communication is still going on, and when communication is going on, the four-way handshake will come in picture. So what is four-way handshake? In four-way handshake, Iron Man as a client will send to Thor that I want to skip this communication. For this, Iron Man will send a fin flag, and Thor as a server will send an acknowledgement to this, as well as it will send the fin and acknowledgement flag again to Iron Man, and that flag and that for that fin, Iron Man have to send the acknowledgement to Thor. This is called a four-way handshake. So the sequence of this is kind of fin, finac, fin, ack, finac, and act. This is a four-way handshake. Moreover, we should be aware of the basic services and their ports, like HTTP is running on 80, HTTP is on 443, DHCP 70, 67, 68, MySQL is running on 3306. So this will give us a brief understanding. Suppose if we had run a nmap scan and we found that port 3306 is open and service name is not getting displayed, so we should able to conclude the MySQL is running over there. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. You can follow me at Twitter, or you can tweet me at securitybased on Twitter. Here is my website breakthesec.com, and you can subscribe to my videos, or you can subscribe to my channel. It's link https youtube.com/user/hacker Kaustubh. Thanks for watching.